Welcome in, everyone. I'm SquishableMoon, further known as SquishyMoon, and oh my glob, there is a new Adventure Time show called Fiona and Cake, based on that freaking fan fiction that Ice King wrote. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm so excited. I know. I don't know if you can tell, but I am over the moon, enthralled with this because I loved Adventure Time so freaking much. Oh my god. Just a warning, there will be spoilers in this, so if you have not seen Adventure Time Fiona and Cake, please do not watch this video. Go watch the show before watching this. If you're fine with spoilers, then knock yourself out. I am totally fine with that. Let's fangirl about it together because, oh my god, I'm so excited. In the background, I'm going to be drawing Fiona and Cake from the show. However, I do want to say the reason it looks so weird to begin with is originally it was going to be fan art for myself, but then it ended up looking too good and I had to change it to Fiona and Cake. That's why it starts off looking not like Fiona and Cake at all. It's because it was fan art for me, but I changed it at the last minute because it was so good. Anyway, where do I even begin? First off, the show starts off with a really cool dream sequence where Fiona is a freaking magical girl that looks like Sailor Moon. That by itself was mwah, chef kiss. And if you remember, in Adventure Time, on her date with the fake Prince Bubblegum, she wore a dress that looked like Sailor Moon's dress as well. And that's really cool that they're going and putting that in there as a little tiny tidbit. I freaking loved it. Not only that, we got to see BMO as a regular alarm clock, waking her up. That was amazing. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go back. While Fiona is in her dream sequence being an awesome top tier magical girl, the Ice Prince shows up to kind of like save the day. He's basically this universe's Ice King. And let me tell you, he is way hotter. Oh my god, way better. Love it. I also love the art style that this whole dream sequence is in. It's kind of like a pastel-y watercolor look, which is so beautiful to see. I wonder how long it took them to make. Oh my god, it was amazing. I loved it. Now, the rat bus was supposed to be a nod to the cat bus from My Neighbor Totoro, I believe, which is really cute. I really love that. And then she gets woken up, of course, by the BMO alarm clock, which is really nice. I love BMO. BMO is like my favorite character in Adventure Time. If you are a BMO fan, let me know in the comments. Yeah. If you're a fan of Adventure Time like I am, you probably already know that the Ice King wrote a fan fiction about Fiona and Cake in Adventure Time. So when I first started watching the show, I was wondering, how exactly are they going to get to the fantasy world? How are they going to get to the land of Ooh? I think the way that they made them get to the land of Ooh was really, really good. It kind of nodded to Adventure Time, showing Simon doing a ritual to get Betty back or to find Betty. And I really love that. I like how they're mixing Adventure Time in with Fiona and Cake, how they're kind of canon and intermixed. They're basically opening the world up to like this more universes thing, like how kind of Marvel and DC are doing like the alternate universe thing, which I thought was really amazing because it's like they're taking a concept and putting it in their cartoon for an older audience. They know that the people who watched Adventure Time are grown up now. All the people who were watching it when it was coming out, they're adults. We're in our 20s, we're in our 30s, we're older now. And the fact that they're kind of, it's the same show, but it has more stuff in it. And boy golly, I kind of feel like there's a lot of depression in the show, especially revolving around Simon. I feel like Simon was one of those characters we didn't really get to know very well, since it feels like the ending of the show was him getting away from the curse of the crown thanks to Betty. Betty basically sacrificed herself so that Ice King could become Simon again. And after that, we never really got to see much of Simon just being Simon. Again, I have not seen Forgotten Land, so if that has anything to do with Simon, I don't know it. But we don't get to see Simon in Adventure Time very much, or at least his him being explained more than the backstory we saw with him and Marceline. We know he was a good guy, kind of like a father figure to Marceline when she was little, but that's about it. And I feel like in Fiona and Cake, they're really going in depth about Simon and how he feels, because he's still kind of lost. He's locked in the past. He's basically role-playing being in the past with a familiar setting, and it feels like he has a lot of emotions that are kind of bubbling up to the surface that he doesn't quite know how to deal with, and he can't rely on anyone to help him because no one in that world is gonna understand. No one in that world is gonna understand him. No one is gonna understand that basically years and years and years and years, thousands of years, blip, are gone from his life because he was under the control of the curse. I don't even think he remembers any of it. He was just blip gone for thousands, hundreds, who knows how many years. He lost all that time. So many things have changed. Betty's gone, the one person he loved and could rely on, gone. He has no one he can rely on right now. And the show is really going in depth about how Simon is dealing with all this, and it is not well. He is not dealing with this well. Another thing I want to talk about is how cool it is to see all these characters from Adventure Time still being in the show. We get to see PB, we get to see Lumpy Space Princess, and I love Lumpy Space Princess's form. Mwah, chef kiss, how they're like a crazy person in the woods. I love that. And how they're doing work for food. That's great. Marshall Lee, oh my god, they made him more attractive. I didn't even think that was possible. They made him hotter. Oh my god, his hair, okay, I'm sorry, I'm trying not to simp, but oh my god, I am a big Marshall Lee fan. Like, oh my god, he's so hot. I love him. I'm really hoping that him and what is his name in the show? Princess Bubblegum. What is his name? What the heck is his name? I literally need to Google it because I do not remember. What is he called? Is he just called Bubblegum or something? Fiona and Cake. Bubble gum. Gary. God, they made Prince Bubblegum's name Gary. What the heck is that? I just Googled that because I could not remember his name. I thought it was just going to be Bubblegum. They named him Gary. I'm sorry, this is like a side tangent. Why did they make Prince Bubblegum Gary? Is there some kind of hint to the show that I don't know about? Why Gary? My mom has a dog named Gary. Why is his name Gary? No hate to the name Gary. No hate to any of the Garys out there, but why? Why did they pick that name? Why didn't they, is it because it's a more normal name? Okay, so I gotta get out of this because I need to go back to something else. I can't just keep talking about how weird it is that his name is Gary. Is that just weird for me? Is anybody else weirded out? I don't know. I'm just, why is his name Gary? Anyway, back to the art. So, originally I wanted to draw her in her original costume from Adventure Time, but honestly I thought, let's go with the new outfit she has. I like her shorts. I like her punk getup in the show. I like that she has a new outfit. I wonder if she's going to keep that outfit or change it. I like how, what was his name? What was his name? That dude. The dude name. Phasmo? What was his name? I can't remember. The guy with the TV. Yeah, the TV. I can't remember his name right now. I'm not gonna go look. I'm lazy. Don't make me. Yell at me in the comments if you have to. But the guy with the TV gave her shorts. I wonder why she was having a problem with her skirt. I wonder if that's just a reason to give her a new outfit change, or if there's like gonna be a canon lore reason as to why she doesn't want to wear her skirt anymore. I don't know. I didn't mind it. I liked her old outfit, but I definitely like her new outfit. I also feel like they made her a bit thicker. I think they made her a bit chubbier instead of being really skinny. Which, I mean, she's still skinny, but she's not, like, super skinny. I feel like in Adventure Time they made her skinnier. But obviously, styles change over time. Maybe it's just an updated style. I know that she doesn't really have the noodle arms. I don't know if anyone noticed that, but she doesn't really have the noodle arms like she did in Adventure Time. Maybe because Adventure Time and Fiona and Cake have a similar style, but not the exact same style. I'm starting to think that maybe they don't have the exact same style, which is fine. I do not mind. I'm just happy to be getting more lore. You know, in the infinite universe, more Fionas and more Ice Kings. Speaking of Ice King and Winter King, which he's also known by, and Ice Prince, so many of Ice King, I hear that a lot of people are shipping Ice King with Simon, and Simon with Ice King, and Ice King with Ice Prince. Self-cessed. Lots and lots of self. You guys remember the one slur fandom? How they kept shipping the one slur with the other one slur, and then with the one slur. It was like a weird self-cess thing, which I mean, you do you. You know, I was never really part of the one slur fandom, but I saw the art from it and it kept showing up in my Twitter feed because I liked one image of the one slur. Do not like the one slur art. It will curse your timeline forever. You like one image of the one slur and it curses your whole timeline forever. Never like one slur art. Your timeline will be nothing but one slur art. How does that work? I only liked it once because I thought it was nice artwork, and then no, the Twitter's like, no, you want one slur art. You want this one slur art. You want one slur porn. You want one slur and the tree guy. What's the tree? The Lorax. You want Lorax doing things with the trees and the one slur. This isn't even a one slur video and it's already cursed me. It's gonna curse my YouTube next, okay? Just don't like one slur art. It will curse you. I totally lost what I was talking about. I lost my whole entire train of thought. What was I? Ice King. One slur. Self-cessed, right? Self-cessed. Okay. So I've heard that people are talking about the self-cessed thing and how it's like really weird. But it's just himself. Let's be honest. It's just himself. It's not the weirdest thing I've seen on the internet. Have I touched grass lately? Not really. I have not touched grass. Somebody ship me some grass because I desperately need it. Okay, the only time I touch grass is today. I removed the carpet from my room. I tore out my whole entire carpet, so I have bare flooring and I have to buy, you know, the wood paneling to put in my room. Somebody please help me. Please subscribe so I can buy wood paneling for my room. I just have bare bones floor and I hate it. It's gross. I digress. The only time I touch grass is when I removed my carpet and rolled that freaking disgusting carpet ball outside and the grass barely touched my foot, and then I hissed and ran back inside. As you do when you're chronically online. I'm really hoping, because the show is becoming bigger, I really hope it revives the Adventure Time fandom, because let's be honest. That fandom is dead. It's been beaten into the ground with a shovel, buried, cremated again, burglar-arsonied, and then shoved back into a can and burned again. That thing is dead. Adventure Time fans are dead. But thanks to Fiona and Cake, I hope that it's going to make a comeback. I keep seeing Fiona and Cake art, and I am here for it. So far in the show, it seems like Fiona, Cake, and Simon are going to be our main characters. So we get a trio this time. And I'm super excited about that because that means we get to know more about Simon. And I feel like the fandom is really, really warming up to Simon. Not only does he have a really new kind of personality that we're not used to seeing from him, but he already has lore that we can build on top of. I mean, I know for one that I was always really curious about Simon and Ice King. We know about Ice King kind of like what his whole deal about princesses was because of the crown. And we know that Simon had to use the crown to protect Marceling, and over time, he just got more and more corrupted from it. But I feel like this is a good balance because Fiona just wants to be in a new world, fighting people, and Cake is all about it too. Cake doesn't want to... Cake's a cat. Cake just wants to do whatever they want to do. But Fiona wants to, like, escape her reality. She doesn't want to do jobs anymore. She wants to slay monsters. And she's kind of learning that maybe slaying monsters isn't what she wants to do. It didn't feel as good as she thought it would. And Simon's like over here being super freaking depressing about Betty and all that. What I am thinking is that Simon doesn't just want the crown to protect Fiona. Let's be honest, we all see this coming. He doesn't just want the crown to protect Fiona. He wants the crown so he can get Betty back. I feel like Betty is what has been fueling Simon all these years. Because he has been trying to get Betty back. He's using everything in his power, all of this stuff. He's almost basically turning into a villain, torturing people to get Betty back. And I feel like at some point he might end up becoming the villain, trying to get her back and having to choose between Betty and protecting Fiona. But I'm not sure. it feels like that might be where it's going, but I'm fine with that. I am fine with him turning into maybe a villain at some point, because I think it would be interesting character development. Also, can I just say, Princess Bubblegum being the Candy Queen corrupted by the power of the crown because of the Winter King putting all the curse onto her, that is a good song. That song, Baked with Love, I have had it stuck in my head ever since I saw the episode. Oh my god, it's so cute. In that episode, Simon and Winter King are adorable. That was probably my favorite episode of it, because I love the dynamic how the Candy Queen is like the Ice King now and trying to like be with him, and that whole part where he's like, oh, she thinks we're meant to be together, and then she's freaking wanting to put them all in a blender. Oh my god, she's literally gonna kill them all. I thought that was absolutely hilarious. The song, super cute. I loved hearing Bubblegum, but crazy. Her little outfit, her crazy, like, her crazy eyes. And then when we find out that it was all because of the Winter King forcing all of his crazy onto her and all that, I was like, no way. And I'm guessing Fiona kissing him like broke the curse or something. I'm not quite sure. I may have to go back and rewatch that, but that episode was so freaking good. There was like, I couldn't think of anything wrong with it other than I loved it so much. We got to see, it was basically like the opposite. Instead of it being the Candy Kingdom, it was the Winter Kingdom. The one thing that broke my heart was seeing the ice Marceline. I don't know if you guys saw it, but in the episode, there's a part where you can see Marceline, and she's like made completely out of ice. And there's a part where like not the Ice King, the Winter King, the curse breaks and he like turns crazy again, and all of the ice people he made melt, which means the ice Marceline also melted. And that absolutely broke my heart. Like, my heart just shattered thinking about Ice Marceline like becoming a puddle, a little puddle. That made me so sad. Another thing I am really hoping for in the show is they get Gary, who is Princess Bubblegum, or Prince Gumball, and Marceline, which is also Marceline, who is also Marshall Lee, together. I hope that in every universe they become a thing, because I love their relationship. Marceline and Bubblegum have the cutest relationship. It feels real, and I just want to see more of that. Okay, I want more of the gay. I want more gay. Be gay, do crimes. Okay, I like seeing gay characters. It's really fun. We're basically done with the art now. I'm finishing up coloring it and all that, and I had so much fun drawing this. I really want to do more of this. So if you guys want to see more Adventure Time videos, let me know in the comments. These are mainly just me talking about the show because I love the show so much. Let me know what character you want me to draw next. And I hope all your wishes come true, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.